There are many wonderful, faithful couples who have gone home to be with the Lord. Each of them left behind a legacy of love, service, and unwavering devotion to God. But today, I want to focus on two very special couples whose lives still inspire so many: George and Clara Younce, and Brock and Faye Speer. Both celebrated 50 years of marriage, walking together through life's joys and challenges with faith as their foundation. These two couples not only shared decades of love, but they also walked hand in hand in ministry, faithfully serving the Lord until their race was finished. Their love stories were written by God, and their impact will be remembered for generations. George and Clara Younce stand as a testimony to what it means to walk faithfully together in marriage and ministry. George Younce, an amazing bass singer and a Southern gospel legend with the Cathedrals, was known for his deep, rich voice and unwavering dedication to sharing the gospel through song. But behind this remarkable man stood a remarkable woman, his wife, Clara. George married Clara in 1954, and together they celebrated 50 wonderful years of marriage, raising 5 children and loving their 3 grandchildren dearly. Clara was the heartbeat of the Younce home, a faithful wife, a dedicated mother, and the quiet strength that kept the home fires burning while George was on the road. She was shy and private, yet she had a warm laugh and a heart filled with love. Clara's ministry was just as vital as George's. While George traveled with the Cathedrals, spreading the good news through music, Clara supported him with prayer, encouragement, and the assurance that everything at home was cared for. George never had to worry while he was away. He knew his wife was faithfully tending to their children and covering him in prayer. Her steadfast support allowed George to achieve so much for the Lord, becoming a 14-time recipient of the Singing News Fan Award for Favorite Southern Gospel Bass, Gospel Music's Living Legend of the Year in 1988, a member of the Southern Gospel Music Hall of Fame, and recording over 100 projects, including the award-winning Symphony of Praise with the London Philharmonic Orchestra. But for all the awards, George would be the first to say, much of his success came because of Clara's faithful love and partnership in ministry. Together, they lived out the calling God placed on their lives until George went home to be with the Lord on April 11th, 2005, at the age of 75. Clara carried on for 15 more years, caring for their family and keeping George's legacy alive, until she too went home on May 12, 2020. Today, they are reunited in heaven, celebrating together in the presence of a Savior they loved so much. Another beautiful example of faith and love in ministry is found in the lives of Brock and Faye Speer. Brock and Faye were married on August 31st, 1948, and shared over 50 years together. They raised 3 children while faithfully serving the Lord through the world-famous Speer family. With the encouragement and steadfast love of his wife, Brock achieved an honorary Doctor of Music degree in 1997 and was inducted into the Gospel Music Hall of Fame in 1975. From the moment they were married, Faye became an essential part of the Speer family, singing alto and traveling across the country to share the gospel in song. Though she sometimes paused to be home with her young children, her life was fully dedicated to supporting her husband and their shared calling. For decades, Brock and Faye poured their hearts into ministry, singing, encouraging others, and leading people to Christ. Even in later years, they continued to sing together at Gaither homecoming events until Brock's passing on March 29, 1999, at the age of 78. Faye carried on the work, singing at Gaither gatherings for 16 more years, until she entered Heaven's Gates on October 13, 2015. Now, this faithful couple is reunited, no doubt singing once again, only this time before the throne of God. George and Clara Younce, Brock and Faye Speer, 2 couples, 4 lives, 1 mission, to glorify God with every breath. Their love for each other was strong, but their love for the Lord was even stronger. They understood that marriage is not just about companionship. It's a partnership in the calling of God. Clara's quiet strength made George's ministry possible. Faye's steadfast devotion gave Brock the foundation to lead and sing for decades. They remind us that the greatest legacy we can leave is not fame, wealth, or possessions, but faithfulness to the one who called us. God writes the most beautiful love stories, not just between husband and wife, but between himself and his children. May we be inspired to serve him wholeheartedly, to encourage and support those God has placed in our lives, and to live in such a way that one day we too will hear those words. Well done, good and faithful servant. Enter into the joy of your Lord. Until that day, let's keep the faith and keep singing.